It's 2025 and either you're old as hell like me or you know what's up and you got yourself a red DSMC2. And in your quest for the ever elusive DSMC2 accessories, you found yourself in more need of media storage. Your only option until now was to source one of these red mini mags, and they're anywhere between 5 to 10 years old, and that's really fucking old. Buying secondhand media is risky, and although these cards are stable and reliable as hell, they're not immortal. Which is why I'm stoked that these CINELUX cards now came out. I've been tracking their progress ever since they posted for the first time on Reddit, actually, and I've been super duper stoked to get my hands on one of these guys. So CINELUX is a company that's out of the UK, and I think they made these cards out of sheer necessity. So taking a look at CINELUX's product page, we can see that the prices are pretty reasonable for the upgrade kits. We can see that they did their homework adequately and measured everything pretty well. And it looks like they also have a 2-year warranty. I couldn't find any more information on that, but I'm curious to what that covers. What's cool about this page is that they don't try to hide any of their technical methodologies, and they even provide some information as to why it's more trustworthy than a kipper tie long take, let alone a red mini mag. The card already has some power cycles on it, which probably means that they tested it at their factory before they sent it out. Yes, it's a new unauthorized product, but I don't see why you wouldn't be able to trust it. Like, all the information is there. Now, there's a lively discussion on whether or not you should use unapproved cards. And those of you who are old enough to remember the whole Genitech debacle, I have to say I'm pretty bummed out that I didn't get a chance to get my hands on one of those. You can still find them used, but they're quite expensive. And there's other third-party manufacturers as well, like Angelbird. And just because something's red approved doesn't mean that it still can't fail. For example, I had a Angelbird card go down on me and I sent it in, and after weeks they sent me an email back saying they couldn't recover my footage and they just sent me a new card. I'm curious to see how CINELUX's business plan develops. Like, if one of their cards craps out, God forbid, would they send you a new one, or would they help you try to recover the data? On the other hand, if one of your official red cards craps out, are they gonna send you a new one, or are they gonna fix it? I'm so glad that this product exists and that there's enthusiasm out there for an abandoned camera system. Red is not releasing new stuff for the DSMC2 system. While it's abandoned, it's still such a capable system, and you still see a bunch of other people still using these cameras. And I'll keep using mine until I absolutely have to retire it. I really love this camera. It's solid, it's a workhorse, and I think the image is still better than my komodo-x. Alright, so back to the CINELUX Mini Mag. Let's run some speed tests. This prototype they sent me is reading at 570 megabytes per second and writing at 435 megabytes per second. Let's compare that to the red Mini Mag. And the official red mini mag is reading at 464 megabytes per second and writing at 446 megabytes per second. If I'm doing my math correctly, the CINELUX mini mag is performing 23% faster in terms of read speed of the red mini mag. In this test, the CINELUX was writing 3% slower than the red because it was 78% full, and SSDs write slower the fuller they are. Although it appears to be pretty well tested, I'm gonna roll through mine a couple times at home just before I take it out on a paid job. The card's designed and built very well, but honestly I'm not looking for a lot here. It's just a memory card, and it doesn't need to be the star of the show. It looks great though. A nice touch is the grooves on the side of the card, which helps with insertion and removal. And it makes this nice tight clicking sound when you put it into the camera as opposed to the red mini mag. Perhaps because mine are so old that they just kind of slide up in there, but the CINELUX feels like how a new card should feel. So would you take the risk and use unauthorized media? Let me know in the comments below. Me, myself, I'm all for it, and I don't see much more of a risk in using authorized media, actually. Huge shout out to Chris at CINELUX. Love your guys' inventive spirit, and big thanks to this channel's sponsor, Stadt, Wien. See you next time.